Hey guys, welcome. So today we're going to do basically our Sephora savings video, but I'm going to do it in a little bit different way. I'm going to go ahead and take you off to my routine, and then in here I'll be showing you guys the things that you must buy from the Sephora sale. All right, you ready? Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Okay, so first things first, I need to take off last night's makeup. Don't ask, don't tell. And then we're gonna get into some face cleansing. All right. Okay, first things first, we're going in with the OG, the GOAT, the Pharmacy Green Clean. This is an amazing makeup remover. I know that there's like the Elemences of the world and the Drunk Elephants and all those things, but really, this is one of those instances where if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you do get the scented version, it has a very fresh smell, soft, not cloying at all. Very nice oily mixture. There's a super greens blend, and I believe they have moringa oil in here. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it does. As a chronic SPF wearer, because I have albinism, I love that it takes off SPF and excess oils and makeup, because that's really important for me. Like, this stuff gets off the blackest of the blackest of the blackest mascara and eyeliner. Waterproof stuff too, if you're using waterproof products. It's really, really well done. It feels nice and soft on the skin. 10 out of 10 recommend. And if you're someone who uses makeup wipes, highly recommend that you just give like a cleansing balm a try, specifically this one, because you can definitely go ahead and just cleanse with this at night instead of the makeup wipes, which can be kind of harsh on the skin in my opinion. And then wash your face the next day like nothing happened, especially for those late nights at the bar, if you're in Vegas or anything else fun. Next up, I'm gonna follow up with one of my all-time favorite cleansers. I have the old iteration, and I also have this new iteration. This is the Christian Dior La Mousse on and off and on. This is also a great cleanser in that it's very purifying. Additionally, it also takes off SPF and makeup. Oil, helps with hydration. While I do like the scent, and I think they've updated the scent a little bit, only thing is I wish that they had an unscented version. It's not that it necessarily irritates my skin or anything, just I prefer products that don't necessarily have a strong smell to them when I'm using it on my face. Yeah. But it's nice and lathery. It gets super duper creamy right off the gate, which I love. That's right. See, nice and foamy, which is my preference for a cleanser. Definitely not someone who doesn't like a lather. Oh yeah, and it gets off everything else after you go in with that cleansing balm too. Yeah. First things first, for me, I have drier skin, so I like to go in with a hydrating toner spray situation. I'm currently using the Estura Auto Barrier Cream Mist. It's for dry and dehydrated skin specifically. This has a very high concentration of ceramides as well, which tend to work very well for my skin type. I'm just obsessed with it. So yeah. Next, I go in with the Pharmacy Honey Milk Hydrating Essence. It has chamomile and again some more ceramides. This helps with the absorption of any serums, etc. that I put on afterwards, in addition to that toner mist. Next, I actually have been really, really loving, and I purchased this other one with my own money too, the Ectoin Hydro Barrier Serum from Incubus. First of all, it's a great price point. You can use the AM and PM, and you can use it as a first step for your barrier needs before using any additional serums, which is why I like it. It's also incredibly hydrating on its own. I'm gonna go in with 1 pump of that.
Wow.
Do another serum often that targets something. For me today, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the Peacekeeper. This one is it's an acne treatment serum. It's by Sunday Riley. Reason why is I just got off my cycle and my skin's okay, but this has been helping with like definitely the redness and my pores and stuff like that. I have a few stragglers with some pimples, so I definitely want to use that too. I just went in with 1 pump, and I usually try to focus this where I generally have my acne. So for me, it's this T-zone area for real. I don't really get like a lot of hormonal jawline acne. It's kind of like around the mouth area, which is super annoying. Okay, and then I also love and I'm obsessed with and have purchased this so many times, but this Believe Aqua Bomb Eye Gel is the truth, okay? It has caffeine, the original Believe formula, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and vitamin C. So it's targeting, you know, puffiness, dryness, dark circles, pore, like smoothness, and brightness underneath the eye. And because this is like lightweight gel formulation too, it plays really well under makeup, but it's also incredibly hydrating, derm tested. It also has a ceramic tip on here that is incredibly good at helping to depuff, and I definitely notice like a difference when I use it. It's just really easy to use, and the price point is amazing too. It's about $32, at least it was when I purchased it last time. And that is not bad for eye cream, honey, okay? Especially not one that works incredibly well like this does. In terms of a moisturizer, I'm just gonna straight up use like, you know, the ones that I really love and use. And I'm so late to this, y'all, but I have also been obsessed with this Charlotte's Magic Cream. Now, I cycle through moisturizers. I'm currently in between using, honestly, like, or using up like 3 or 4 of them. But this is my baby right here. This is my baby. It's incredibly hydrating. A little goes a long way. I've been using the same one for, oh geez, I don't even know. It has to be like close to a year now, honestly. There's refills for it too. And it's just amazing. It creates the best base for your makeup too. I'm just really obsessed with this moisturizer. The smell is nice and light. And you can feel how deep the hydration is. It's just gliding over my skin right now, which is great because I slept in my makeup. Yeah, this is just so bomb. Ooh. And now I'm looking like a glazed donut. We cannot forget our sunscreen, okay? Where is my sunscreen? I'm gonna just show this one, but I actually am gonna show you guys 2 options because I need to be up on this other one. This is the Mineral Glow Screen Soft Radiance Drops SPF 40 by Glow Recipe. I love this as a mineral SPF. I think it's it wears well underneath makeup, wears well by itself. Yeah, definitely glowy for sure. She's nice and thick too. I'm enjoying using this. I am going to use that one today, but I do want to do an honorable mention, but this is kind of like a makeup product and an SPF, so I just want to be really transparent. This one is the Merit, the Uniform Tinted Mineral Sunscreen. This is an SPF 45. I had a different shade I was using before, but I realized that it expired. But I like this. This is really good. I actually have Dune and Sash Sandstone number 26 in this right here. I think I'm going to prefer this one anyway because it's a little bit darker. The other one was actually a little bit too white for me, which is funny to say, but it was. Yeah, I like to apply this with a foundation brush. There's tons of product in here to use, which is good for every day, but we're going to get a little bit more glam so I can show y'all my must-haves. She's good. She's cute. She's good. 10 across the board. Yeah. Another thing they did, which I hope that they expand it soon if they haven't already, they did actually do some great colors on the medium, deep part of the color spectrum, but I'm hoping that they get more into the deep, dark complexion more, because those are kind of trash if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Make sure you put that sunscreen on them ears, y'all, and that neck. Our skincare is complete. Teeth brushing is done. Then I like to make sure that I follow up with this Plush Pudding from Fenty Beauty. This is the Taco Bomb. It's so good. I was like trying not to fall prey to like the almost gimmickiness of it, honestly, with the twist tube. That's part still not my favorite, but the product. So hydrating. It's a lip mask, intense recovery, but I tend to use it really just like as a hydrating balm, honestly, during the day, or I will wear it overnight. It's more of a mask, and you do wake up with incredibly soft lips. She's good. On occasion, I like to do a little smell good deodorant. And ones that I have that I do like to use, but more so like around the house, are definitely the Salt and Stone ones. I have two right now. I have the gel and I have the regular solid. I have the gel in the bergamot and hinoki, and I also have the solid in the neroli and basil. The neroli and basil is actually nice because it's super fresh, like a fresh deodorant, which, you know, you want to smell fresh when you're using it. But I am a huge fan of the bergamot and hinoki scent. I would likely like to try this in the solid version because it's not too bad. Now, super hot summer day, I'm gonna reach for my clinical secret all day, but baby, these are not bad. Although I will be honest, my all-time favorite natural deodorant is the deodorant gel from Necessaire in the eucalyptus. Top tier. Okay guys, so I am dressed really quick, but I have to show y'all my fave fragrances that you got to buy, okay? I'm someone who likes like different types of fragrances for sure. I have my favorites, one of them being like a vanilla-y, but a rich vanilla, like a rich sandalwoody vanilla. So this Commodity Gold, chef's kiss. She's sandalwoody, she's sexy, she gives nighttime or daytime. I wear all my fragrances depending on like my mood and what I'm wearing and stuff. Today I was feeling some sensuality and stuff. And you catch that sweetness of the vanilla in the background too, which brings down the musky and sandalwood, kind of ambery scent a lot. I love it. I love to layer this too with something a little bit more sweet. So like right now I have this on, okay? But to add some sweetness, To add some sweetness, I'm actually going to top it with the Black Opium Illicit Green. Yeah. And this gives me my perfect, fun, flirty scent, of course. But definitely that commodity gold. Now, if you want something that's definitely different, a little bit more floral, but still like a touch warm, I can't stress enough how much I love this Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid. It's so nice. You catch the orchid, you catch the tuberose, but there's a hint of vanilla in here that smells like a sweet whipped kind of flavor or scent in here. It's delightful. I love this as an everyday scent, especially. I will say I don't necessarily, like I wouldn't necessarily wear this one for a night out. It wouldn't be what I reach for at night, but in the daytime, fantastic. In the office, excellent. Yeah, 10 out of 10. In terms of body care, I think I want to just shout out one brand right now, and then I'll do my honorable mentions and stuff later. If you don't have the Way St. Bart scent, and summer's coming, again, if you don't have the Way St. Bart's scent stuff, body care, you need to go get this on the sale, okay? Nice, tropical, coconutty. Oh my gosh, fruity. Whew, coconutty a little bit, but a little coconut, not a lot, because I'm not a huge coconut person, trust me, like really, 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 really not, but just a hint. And the body butter, hella hydrating, lovely, melts into the skin. The body mist, long wearing body mist, which, you know, it's almost like an oxymoron, but it's the bomb. And if you layer this with the scrub in the shower too and the body wash, baby, you might get 8. guys, I am back and it is a couple days later, but I wanted to make sure I get this out for y'all today. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but today. So here are my makeup faves. This is what I've been gravitating to for, honestly, some of these products are forever. Some of them are newer to me since the last sale. So I'm just going to do a rundown of the makeup that I've been using with this particular look today. Okay, I just moved this camera a little bit. Okay, I just moved this camera a little bit for the lighting's sake. So let's get right into it. First things first, I am obsessed with the Touche Éclat Blur Primer from YSL. It is just so well done. It really creates a smooth, flawless, blurred base, minimizes pores. It's also long wearing too. I wouldn't say that it gives me like, it does give me radiant skin. Like, this is the first time I've seen something that's a true radiant, not dewy, but radiant. It just adds some brightness, a little razzle dazzle. She's pricey, but she's well worth it. I'll say that. If you can get a sample first, the sample will last you forever. A little bit of this goes a long way. You don't have to put mounds and mounds of primer on when you use this. All right, next up, I went in with the Anastasia Beauty Balm, and I actually use a shade 5, which is hilarious, but their light shades are like, would have made me look like a ghost. As you can see, this is really, really, really good blend. So yeah, I use shade 5 in this. I enjoy it. Creamy, long wearing beauty balm. Fun fact, beauty balm and foundation used to be the only products that I ever wore. Next up, I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer. I use the shade 1N. This is very, very nice. It is full coverage, long wearing, like a natural matte finish, which is great for me because I tend to sweat. I can't really do like a ton of dewy, quote unquote, or creamy, hydrating, quote unquote, concealer. So I just make sure I go in really well with good skincare and my eye cream. Yeah. And this is like my OG of OGs. We all know about the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powders, but this is in the shade Rosé. I love it because I am like a fair light skin tone, fair light kind of neutral shade. So it's not super bright pink that like some other well-known setting powders that I do also enjoy. But this actually just looks very natural on me. Very skin-like, and you still get that super good long-wearing, finely milled Laura Mercier powder, but in this shade that works well for my complexion. Okay, next up, I'm gonna go talk about this, which is the NARS Laguna bronzer. I have the shade 2 now, which is just the original. I like this. I do like this a lot. On me, some bronzers can show up like way too orangey and dark, or they're like too light on me and just look like I played in some mud or something. But this one it gives me true warmth and glow. I have it around my forehead. It's beautiful. That's all there is to say. This is an OG. Okay, next up, I went in with my favorite Say Do blush, and this is in the shade Flirty. I used to be obsessed with the shade Baby. I have like probably 5 or 6 different shades of this, but this Flirty shade is so beautiful. It blends out seamlessly. If you're in the market for a really true like pink blush, this one takes the cake every time. It looks beautiful on tons of complexions as well. And it is a, you know, dewy, creamy formula or liquid blush formula, but it's not super messy as well for the shade to be that vibrant, which is why I highly recommend this. Okay, next up for my highlight and a little topper, I went in with the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt, and this is in the shade Water Brat. You know I like her because I've hit pan, but I still have so much left. It's really, really beautiful, shimmery, pinky, Barbie-y shade that I just adore. And I was going in order, but since I'm talking about it, I do have to mention that I'm so obsessed with this shade that I went and bought the Fenty Beauty Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm, the universal one, in the shade Water Brat 2 when they came out with this limited edition because it's so pretty pinky. I do have that on right now with the liner. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's just the funnest shade ever. On the brows, I have my tried and true Anastasia pomade. I use the shade Taupe. It just works really, really well, and it's starting to warm up out here in VA, and I need my brows to last. I like that once you get over the learning curve of this is an excellent, excellent product, especially if you're someone who tends to sweat. Maybe you're not oily, but if you sweat and like you're like me, you have to fill in your brows because there's no color there or very minimal color. This is bomb. It stays put through whatever weather you're in. There's a great shade range of this. It lasts forever. 10s across the board. Okay, I have a couple more. So for liner, I've actually been really obsessed with the Sephora collection, the 12-hour intense ink, and I use the shade 01 deep black for my winged liner. It's such a nice fine felt tip. Long wearing, doesn't dry out. It's genuinely super inky. It's comparable to some other ones that I love too that are not probably but are double the price, if not more, which is why this is the only one I'm actually going to shout out. I have other ones that I also enjoy, but why would you want to pay double or more the price for an excellent luxe product? Exactly. Now for lip liner, if you know me and you follow my content and you follow me on like Instagram and stuff too, then you've got to know that I'm obsessed with Makeup Forever, and specifically the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencils. I just love them down, and I love that they are super kind and they send me some fun stuff to try. Stick around because soon I will have a new video out highlighting some of their newer pencils and stuff in the artist collection. But I'm going in with the traditional one right now, and this is in the shade Up and Down 10, and it's really, really pretty. I like it. It's like a nice nudie shade on me. That's like a warm pink color, but it's like my lips, but definitely, okay, maybe not my lips, but my lips, but better, quote unquote, if you will. These are super creamy. I think they last very well too. They sharpen very good. Also, that's a big thing when you're getting a lip liner pencil. And I'm obsessed with these pencils. And then finally, for makeup specifically, I do have a fun little tool. I have the Exaggerize. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is like, or at least when I purchased it was $29. And you can't beat that with a stick. It's a nice glass, weighty mascara. Inky, black, volumizing, and lengthening. I have it on today. And it gives me a look of falsies without having to put on falsies, which is why I like it. I love the wand. I'm always here for a nice curved wand and a bristly one at that, so it can really comb and brush that product through the lashes. You get good separation. Okay, y'all, before we end this portion, I'm gonna talk about this. This is the Rare Beauty blush brush. It's in this beautiful, almost doe footy kind of shape. It's sturdy because I just used it. The hairs on here are incredibly soft. They blend liquid products seamlessly. So I use this one generally for all of the liquid products that I put on my face in terms of blush or a bronzer, because it just blends that well. These are super affordable too. This is very sturdy as well. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have this one in my collection for hella long. It's good maintenance. Next up, I have to shout out the Sephora powder puffs because they're incredibly, excuse me, they're very affordable and they're good quality. They last so long. I love the triangular shape. Nice pointy tip, but it's elongated too, so you can really get good surface area with this one. You can wash them too to add some longevity. I really like these for the price point. And if it sounds like I'm whispering, it's because my child is sleeping in the room next door. Okay, here's some of my favorite brushes. Okay, I love this Sephora collection 98 highlighter brush. It's like tapered, long but fluffy at the top, nice and soft. Really helps the highlight to glide where you need it to glide. But because it's tapered, you get exact placement. So yeah. Next up, this is like my favorite concealer brush outside of my Hourglass one. This is the Sephora Collection Pro Concealer 71 brush. Tapered footed applicator. It really helps to build up coverage. If you like a full coverage concealer and a full coverage base, this is going to get you where you need to go. It's a favorite amongst a lot of the employees and the artists that work there. So 10 out of 10. Finally, my all-time favorite Sephora brush, which is really funny once you see what it is. It's the Pro Brow Brush 20. I like this one because it's dual-ended. So on one side you have a spoolie, ignore my gross one. Then on the other side you have an angled brush, which is perfect for when I use my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. You just take a little bit, they brush, they clean well too. I like that the tip is bendable too, if I need to kind of get some angled strokes in. Long wearing. I bought multiple of them because I have a tendency to lose stuff. I can't recommend this one enough. This is probably my all-time favorite Sephora collection brush. Yeah. And I just want to do one honorable mention. I don't think I'm going to do a ton of hair in this right now because my hair is in a weird situation. I do have some hero products, and if you want to know what those are, I'll include some links to some hair products down below. But for the sake of this video, especially since I have my bun in of braids, I'm not going to talk about hair. But I do want to shout this out because I got some naps, okay? I got some kinky, coily, nappity, naps, okay? And I love it. That being said, one category that I think Sephora could do better is like edge products, for sure. Of course, they have Fenty Beauty, they have Pattern, but I mean, if you like a beauty supply edge thing, or that's not it. But they do have this other product that's cool and nice and lightweight, and it actually does work well when you do have a silk press too, or your hair, yeah, when you have like a silk press. But it's this Day Cactus Fruit 3-in-1 styling wand. I actually like this. When you want like a natural little edge, you don't have to be hecka flat. You just want to add a little shape, a little something. And honestly, this would probably work if you put a scarf on it. I just never do. I enjoyed this because you can throw it in your bag. I still have hecka product. The wand is nice and long. My only qualm about this, honestly, is that I would like to see them come out with one that's waxier for curly edges and also harder bristles. But I actually do enjoy this, so please give this a try. Oh my gosh, y'all, how could I forget? Duh, you always need an On Till Dawn setting spray. This was missing in my routine for some months because I only have the glitter version left in the full size. And I don't know why, because this is amazing. And I had to buy one real quick for a wedding that we attended recently. And there's no reason to ever be without this, ever on earth. It's phenomenal. And yes, it smells like hairspray. Get over it. Love you guys. Tell me what you're going to buy from the Sephora sale, or if you already purchased, let me know what you got. And if there's any other thing you want to see before the sale ends on April 20th, let me know. Today is Monday the 13th. It's the last day that Rouge can shop the sale only. Starting tomorrow, the floodgates are opening and all tiers can shop the sale. So, yeah. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.